You know the drill. I'm Haterade. This is the Productive Producer. As usual, free finishing music checklist in the description covers all my best tips for knowing when a track is done, knowing what to do with a track when you feel like you're stuck. Just some overall good finishing tips for finalizing a track and getting it out to the public. So go get that in the description. So we talk about it all the time about saving time in the studio. We want to try and save the max amount of time possible. Using keyboard shortcuts, while it seems trivial, you're like, okay, well, it takes me what, half a second, maybe 1 more second longer than it does to use a key command. Well, that time adds up over time, guys. If it takes you, if you're making all of these different moves, maybe you're making 3,000 moves a project. If you're making that many moves, those seconds will add up big time. And if you're spending that time doing stuff that you could normally do just by a keyboard shortcut, you're just wasting time. We're gonna go over some really awesome keyboard shortcuts today for editing, and some that can clean up the view of your session and expand, or maybe narrow the view or expand the view. So let's go into some of those right now. Do not undervalue this practice, guys. If you ever find yourself right-clicking to make an edit or make any action, check to see if there's a key command. I'm gonna post a link to all the key commands in Ableton in this video, but for now, we're just gonna go over some of the highlights, some of the most interesting ones, and the ones I find most effective. So for the case of this video, we're gonna be using Mac language. So if instead of Control, I'm gonna be using Command. Instead of Alt, I'll be using Option. So just if you're a PC user, just translate this over to your language. So the first category is expanding your field of view. All right, so we have a couple of things that we can hide and we can toggle on and off to hide just from keyboard shortcuts. First one is Option Command O, that will hide the overview up there at the top. Option Command I, that'll hide inputs and outputs. Option Command M, that will hide the mixer and faders. Option Command L, that will hide the clip view and your plugins. Option Command B, that'll hide the browser. And Option Command R, that'll toggle the return channels down there at the bottom. Next, we have some zoom controls. We have a couple of different variances of this. We can hit plus to zoom in and minus to zoom out. This one's my favorite. I have an Apple Magic Mouse, and all I need to do is just hold Command and scroll, and I can do that. It's the very same thing. It zooms in on wherever my mouse is. That's super handy. Next one here, we can adjust how wide or narrow the track is. Instead of plus minus to zoom in and out, we can hold Option minus to reduce the width, and then Option plus to increase the width. You can also hold Option and use the scroll for this one as well. Now, adjusting the grid. The grid is, so that I've seen so many guys do this. They go in, even guys who are professionals, like who are making videos on YouTube, come in and go, all right, let's do this one. You know, like that takes so much longer than just pressing Command 1 or 2. And if I zoom in further, I just Command 1, Command 2, and I can increase the grid. You can see the grid size down here. Don't be doing this, guys. This is crazy. If you want to switch to triplet grid, I've seen guys do this too. Like they just go triplet grid, and it's right there, guys. Command 3 for triplets. Super easy. And then Command 4, turn off the grid entirely. Boom, you're done. Some of the best tips I've ever received as far as key commands have been with editing, and these are a couple of my favorites right here. Command E to split a clip. Just press Command E, and that'll split the clip. I don't even have to worry about it. I could come over here, just be like, boom, just split the clip that way. I can just press R. I don't even need to press Command R. Just press R and it'll reverse it. 0 to deactivate a clip or a region of clips. This is really helpful too if you're trying out different ideas. You could just deactivate the clips rather than delete them so they're still there. Command L to enable loop. I've seen some guys, go like, they're like, all right, where's my loop? Oh, okay, gotta grab it and we gotta drag it over here and be like, all right, let's get it lined up. Or they'll even have they'll still have Ableton 9 itis and have to come up here and be like, okay, let me just get this, and then we'll drag this like that. Like, oh, it takes so much longer than just highlighting that section, pressing Command L. Boom. Right here, this one, like I've seen a lot of guys do this too. Like, all right, let's go insert MIDI clip. All right, well, it's right there. Shift Command M. Let's do that. Shift Command M. Boom. Create new MIDI clip. A couple other ones too. These ones are you probably already know. Create a new audio track, Command T. Create a new MIDI track, Shift Command T. And this is another key command. It's more of a key. I mean, it's a combination of mouse click and a key command. Holding Option click, collapse the whole project. Just like that. We've covered that in a previous video, but I find that one super, super helpful. It's awesome. There are hundreds of key commands out there. You can even customize your own key commands by pressing Command K, and then you can see like all of these different things turn orange. Anything that's orange, you can map to a key. So if I wanted to map solo on this 808 right here, I could just press 8, and we'll just make that the key command for soloing this channel, and whenever I press 8, it solos that channel. I really think you guys should make an effort to work these into your workflow. It's super, super important, and I would not be able to make as much music as I do nowadays without key commands. They are essential. If you don't use them, start using them. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, the finishing music checklist is in the description. It's free. It'll help you finish music, and a lot of people have reached out to me telling me that they liked it so far. Said there's a lot of good info in there, so I think you guys might find that there's some good info in there for you. So talk to you later, guys. We'll see you next Friday.